Good morning. I'm Pete Devine. I'm standing here in El Capitan Meadow in Yosemite Valley with El Capitan behind me here, about a kilometer overhead to the top of El Cap. Sometimes people will ask me what is my favorite place in Yosemite, and it's very difficult to say, and in all honesty the best answer is it's where I am at that moment. There's no terrible place in Yosemite. It's all wonderful and amazing and delightful to be in. There's so many things about Yosemite that appeal to so many people. It's a very popular park, and for very good reason. It has been popular for a long time. One of the things that I like best about Yosemite is its great diversity. It ranges quite a bit in elevation, from 2,000 feet to 13,000 feet. Gives us a nice representative slice of this slope of this big mountain range, preserved in really quite a wild condition. And so you have very different things that live at 2,000 feet from that live at here at 4,000 feet, and then that live up at 13,000 feet. That diversity of living things really makes Yosemite a rich place. Climate change does pose threats to the diversity we see over our range of elevations in the Sierra Nevada, in that we see warming temperatures shifting the life zones uphill. So the foothill zone could move towards the middle montane zone, the montane zone move towards the subalpine zone, the subalpine zone shift up towards the alpine zone at the top of our peaks. The things that live in the alpine zone can't go any further up than that zone. It just is sky beyond there. We are starting to call this altithermal extinction or altithermal exclusion, where the elevation and the warmer temperatures exclude certain plants and animals from our national park, which is established to protect all these things. So this is something we worry about in terms of alpine creatures like pikas, very cute mammal, and a favored flower that only grows on the mountaintops, the sky pilot. But again, there's a whole range of things that grow at the top of the mountains that may be squeezed off the top, so we worry about that a good deal. Elements in Yosemite that people don't know about in a direct way are the glaciers that we have at the top of the crest of the range. The Yosemite Valley, people know, was affected by the action of moving ice. John Muir had an important role in exploring the history of glaciation of Yosemite, and we still have glaciers on our highest peaks. On the slopes there of Mount Lyell, our highest mountain in Yosemite, we have the largest glacier on the west slope of the Sierra Nevada, the Lyell Glacier. It feeds the headwaters of the Tuolumne River. Starts in this very ancient ice field. Those glaciers are disappearing. One of the things that climate change in Yosemite makes me think about is the changes that we all need to make to try to mitigate the changes that are coming and to try to adjust to the changes that are coming. But I think that we all have some individual responsibility to do some things a little differently to mitigate or forestall or perhaps reverse climate change based on the increase in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. I think the biggest thing is to lobby our leaders to make sure that our leadership understands we're looking to them for regulation to make changes in the way that we generate power, in the way that we transport ourselves, in the way that we move goods. I think the important changes need to come on a wholesale level, and individuals can have a big influence on what our leaders do with climate change.